All right, so a hard money lender in real estate is actually your best friend. This is like a business partner. They're not gonna let you do deals that are not good deals because they're not gonna lend their money on a bad deal. In this episode, I'm gonna talk about what is a hard money lender in real estate. All right, so first I'm going to explain what is a hard money lender, and then I'm going to talk about why you want to work with a hard money lender and partner with one on your deals. And by the end of this episode, you're going to be like running out looking for hard money lenders. And also stick around. I'm also going to show you how to get up to $250,000 line of credit that's not even attached to your credit or your personal credit. And sometimes it's up to 0% interest. You heard me, 0% interest in the beginning. All right, so it's 2015. I'm looking at a house. I'm actually not able to afford this house because I don't have all the cash, and I wasn't willing to go to a bank, and I don't even think a bank would have financed it because this house was not quite livable. It was in a pretty bad situation, and I had to close in less than 30 days on this house. So what did I have to do? I had to go and talk to an actual hard money lender. There was a guy named Steven, and he was my first hard money lender. This guy charged me 4 points and 12% interest. And that might sound high, but I made a $37,000 net profit on this deal. What's wrong with Steve making some money as well? So 4 points, he lent me over a little over $140,000, but let's just use some really round numbers. $100,000, I like to think in round numbers. Let's just say it was $100,000 is all I borrowed from Steven. So $100,000, and I said 4 points, that cost me $4,000 at closing to use those funds. So $4,000, 4 points, it's roughly 4% of 100,000. That's what he was lending. So 4% I had to pay at closing. Now, sometimes your hard money lender will allow you to pay this on the back end when you actually sell the property, if you're not able to come up with it up front. So you can work things out like that. So I actually came to the table with $4,000, and my hard money lender got paid $4,000 to lend $100,000. He also charged me 12% interest on the $100,000. In my case, it was $140,000, but I'm going to use a simple math. So $100,000 at 12% interest per annum, I was paying $12,000 for the entire year to use that money because it was a 12-month interest-only loan. So if you take $12,000 and divide it by 12, I was paying Steven $1,000 a month to use his money to buy this house. So in this case, I was not planning on fixing up this house. So I was not spending any money renovating this house. So what I did, I hired a cleaning crew, and they cleaned out all the junk, all the garbage, all the nastiness, and then we listed it on the MLS. We sent a photographer to take photos, and then we listed it on the MLS with a realtor and got an offer fairly quickly and ended up making about $37,000 net profit. That's what a hard money lender was to me. How do you find hard money lenders? How did I find this hard money lender? I called around to several real estate agents, and I spoke to one that deals with investors, that works with investors, and he's the one that referred me to Steven. So there's easy ways to find them. You can find them online. I really like to get a referral from from a trusted real estate agent for hard money lenders. And I don't mean just any real estate agent. I mean an agent that deals with investors, that works with investors. And in this case, this agent was an investor himself, and he recommended me to Steven. So now, granted, I've got other hard money lenders I still use, but they're amazing because they show me what's a good deal and what's not a good deal. Generally, my hard money lenders like to be at 65 cents on the dollar. So for instance, on this $100,000 house, if the house was worth $100,000, the most my hard money lender or Steven would lend would be $65,000, 65% loan to value, because he wants to make sure that it's a safe investment for him. So if I get hit by a bus or I stop paying, Steven will go after that house via foreclosure, and then he will get that house and he will have only $65,000 into that house, and it's worth $100,000. So pretty good deal for him too. So hard money lenders are an amazing resource, and as you do more and more deals, your hard money lender generally tends to get cheaper and cheaper and cheaper. So Steven took a chance on me. It was my first flip. He gave me 4 points or origination fee, you can call it 4%, whatever you want to call it, in the beginning, and 12% per annum. Now, Steven has lowered that rate a little bit to about 2 points and 10% interest, and that's where we've gotten to. Now, since then, I found other lenders that will loan me money just on 9% and no points, no origination fee, but that generally turns into less hard money lending and more private money lending. I say it's hard money whenever you're paying several points and a high interest rate. So as you do more and more deals, you'll have other lenders coming your way and telling you about their services. And I've gotten as little as 6%, no points. And that's phenomenal. That's more private lending. Now, I'm not here to boast about what I do with flipping houses or buying and selling land with hard money lenders. I'm just telling you, the more business you do, the more people you talk to, the more lending sources you'll have. And you don't want to just rely on one lending source because they could dry up, the capital could dry up, they could run out of capital. You want to have multiple options at all times. I'm leaning away towards using my money because it's way easier to use other people's money and allow yours to just continuously build up. If this is helping, if this information is helping you figure out how to deal with hard money lenders or find a hard money lender or what is a hard money lender, smash that red subscribe button. And also, if this is really helping you, hit that like button because I want to know if I'm on the right track. I want to know if I need to make more videos just like this. All right, now that I've talked about hard money lender, I've talked about private money lending, I want to talk to you about sharing the success that you're having in your real estate business, or maybe you're just getting started. I want you to surround yourself with other people looking to do things like this and talk and network with other people looking to do things like this and share your story and share with other people what you're planning to do or you're currently doing because there's so much money out there. There's so many people looking to get on board and to lend and help you and see you succeed. So make sure you're talking about what you're doing. Make sure you're sharing it on your social media. All these things will help you attract other private lenders to get away from the hard money lender. There's nothing wrong with the hard money lender because they're very sophisticated in the beginning, and that's probably the best person to go with. You know, you're going to pay a little bit more, but that hard money lender is going to keep you from making a bad deal because they're not going to loan their money on something that, say, you're buying it for $90,000 and it's only worth $100,000. You might think it's a good deal, but that hard money lender is going to stop you dead in your tracks and say, absolutely not. Brent, don't do this. All right, so I talked to you in the beginning of this video about securing up to $250,000 in business credit that is not attached to your personal credit. And this oftentimes you can get this for as little as 0% interest in the very beginning. I want to talk to you about a company called Fund and Grow. I'm going to share you a link that they've given me a special link to invite you to a webinar. So this is a free webinar and they're gonna give you 6 lending secrets. Secret number 1 is they're gonna show you how to form an entity like a business name or an LLC that will allow you to secure the most amount of funding that does not attach to your personal credit. Secret number 2 is how to leverage business credit that never ever attaches to your personal credit. So business credit is gonna be set up in that LLC that they're gonna help you create or show you how to create. You could do all this stuff by going to this webinar. And they're gonna show you how to create an LLC that you could start putting business credit in your business's name and getting phenomenal rates. I'm talking like way better than the 4 points and 12% interest that I started out paying. Secret number 3 is how to secure 0% interest long-term loans. 0% interest. I'm talking free money here. Secret number 4 is what's causing you to have bad credit, little things that are in your credit score that they can help you eliminate, solve, and get rid of. Secret number 5 is how to increase your personal credit. That way you can leverage the maximum amount of loans possible at the lowest rates. And you're like, Brent, you told me that it's going to attach to my business. Well, to start this off, they actually check your personal credit. So once they check your personal credit and they allow you to have this business credit, it does not show on your personal credit unless you do not pay back the business credit. That's when it can actually hurt you only, but it doesn't actually show up. So if I borrow, $10,000 at 0% interest on my, credit LLC or my LLC that we create, and we just call it Brent's LLC, it's only attached to Brent's LLC, but if I don't pay it, then they're going to come after Brent's LLC plus Brent Bowers and put that as a negative thing on my credit. So it can work against you if you don't use it properly. And secret number 6, to strategically negotiate with these credit companies to get the lowest rates. I'm talking 0% interest and stack multiple abilities to get the largest loans possible so you are not using hard money loans. And you can get access to this free webinar by going to fundandgrow.com/Land Sharks webinar. Again, that's fundandgrow.com/Land Sharks webinar. And it's also on the screen and it's also below in the link in the description and you can click the link.